Greetings one and all, welcome back to the channel. We are doing part number 106 of my Farming Simulator 22 Debt Recovery Challenge. Carrying on more or less where we left off from 105. The only thing I've really done is I tidied up around field 18. I ran the headland just to pick up where they left. And I moved the combines up to the farm as they're there in front of us now. I didn't want to unload it off camera because I figured it would be interesting to see just how much crop we got off of field 18. So that's 165,000 litres going into the truck. This is all oat, and that's 108,000 litres. This is the last crop of the day, or month if you prefer. Our tasks for the day. Oh, before I do that, if you want to have a brief overview of what I did in 105, it was quite a lot. I'm going to throw something up on screen around about now. Pause the video, have a quick read of that. It's just like a bullet list of what we did. If you want to see, well, you're not going to see it all because I'm pausing the video quite a bit, but if you want to see me progress through part 105, go back and watch it. Other than that, let's get on with it. So yeah, we're unloading the oat. That is going... Well, I'd like some of it to go into the grain mill, because we don't have... Well, we have a little bit of oat, but not a whole lot. Who needs it more? Do the seeds need it more, or do the grain need it more? Grain. It's going to the grain mill. 274,000 litres. It's going to go off to the grain mill. I think that is the best place for it. Other than that, tasks for the day, if we can pull it off. Let's see. We have to bale up 4, 2, 1, 6, 12, and the big one, 18. They are all covered in straw that needs to be baled. It needs to be picked, and it needs to be distributed all over the place. The TMR mixers need it. The animal pens absolutely need it. I'm sure my cows are in desperate need of straw. They're not exactly doing brilliantly. The pigs will probably need it. The biogas is absolutely going to need it. I guarantee you that. I'm sure it is. Yep, it's not working at all. There's... Where am I going? Where am I going? That way. That way. What else have we got to do? If we can today, like I say, we're going to get all the baling done, and then we are going to move on and start preparing fields. I want to get them reseeded and underway as fast as possible. I want the turnaround... Stop, halt, freeze. I want the turnaround as quick as we can. We're going to be linking 5 and 6 together, so that grass area there is going to be going, hopefully in today's episode. And liming fields, ploughing fields, fertilizing fields, stone picking fields, fields, and more fields. All good stuff. All in the name of making as much money as possible. That's right. No, one more. There we go. Now I'm stuck in the trees, I can't see. Right then. So I'm going to return this guy back to the farm. I'll pack the combines away, and then we're going to get on with it. Format for the day. I'll do a bit of baling. Well, a whole lot of baling if I can particularly help it, and then I'll bring you guys back. I'm going to try and get it all done. The bales, collection-wise, not actually creation. So we're not going to get confused here. I will create all the bales. So I'm going to run around with the baling machine, which is sitting on the 0 and 5,000. I'll run around, get all the loose straw picked up, turned into bales. I'll bring you guys back. I'll show you how we got on. And then we will go around and collect all the bales with the big trailer. And we'll give this truck a test on that trailer today. And then we will distribute it. And then we'll see where we'll go from there. As I complete each field, I might actually start moving implements around so that we can start the process of field preparation, because I think that's going to be really important, and I think it's going to be quite time consuming. I don't think we're going to get it all done in one episode. It would be brilliant if we could, but I just don't see it. I think it is going to take multiples because they are quite large fields. Some of them are deceptively large, others are just blatantly large. So first things first, let's hook this guy up. Hopefully, I don't think I've ever tested him on this trailer, so it might be an absolute disaster. For my future playthroughs, I will not be using this trailer. As much as I love the 88 bales that it holds, it's too big. It's too long. There's no flex to it. If it hits a hump on the fields, it tends to fling your truck around, and yes, it's not pleasant like that. Drives me nuts. So I will be going back to a smaller auto-loading baling trailer. It just means we'll make longer trips, and yeah, that's fine. For convenience sake, it's fine. It's a nice mod. It really is. Someone put an awful lot of work into it. They did really, really well, but for bumpy, hilly terrain, not good. Right, so we want... What do we want? We want a tractor is what we want. Where is it? Where's my other tractor gone? We've got the Xeron there. We've got the John Deere there. Where's the JCB? No, where's the JCB gone? What are you hooked up to? Oh, he's he's up there. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah. So I have no ploughing tractors available. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh well. I'll figure this out. I'll probably repurpose this guy into doing a double job. Probably the most sensiblest option. Right, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw you guys on pause. I'm going to get to work. I'm going to lime this field here. Because it's the closest, so why not? Let's get it done. And then I'll move this guy along with a plow. I'm going to move some implements around and figure this out and play a little bit of farmyard chess. I'll bring you guys back when we've done some work. So for you, blink of an eye. For me, a whole lot of work. So be right back. Alright then, quick update. How are we doing? Well, we have done field 11, as in we've done the prep work. So we've fertilised it, we have ploughed it, and we have run the mine machine across it. We are currently working on field number 4. We have fertilised it, we have limed it, we are just ploughing it up. The stone picker is just back there waiting to go, although I suppose I could have already put him going, but never mind. Baling, we have baled... we've created bales off of 1, 2, 4, and 11. Haven't picked all the bales up yet. The baler is just sitting up at the end of field number 2, and the baling machine is on field number 6, which we haven't even started yet. I'm trying to keep on top of it. I'm trying to cycle the implements around as we go, simply so that we can keep it all fluid and flowing. At some point I want to get the seeder up and working as well once we've built a bit of a head start, if you will, with the stone picker, so that we can wrap this day up as fast as possible. Tomorrow is going to be a really quick day. As far as I'm aware, the only task I've got to do is this chaff field, unless something else crops up, other than animal feeding, of course. Harvest wise, that's the only thing I think that is going to be ready for collection. I think everything... oh no, sugarcane. It's going to take a little while. And that's actually going to be an experiment, because according to the garage, the standard harvesters are capable of dealing with sugarcane, so we're going to find out whether that's true or not. I'm hoping it is. If it is, then it's not going to take long to harvest that up. If it isn't, we've still got our standard sugarcane harvester. It will just take a really, really long time to do, and I'll have to pick it up off the ground, which is a bit time consuming and can be quite annoying, but it is what it is. We'll make do. It's important. We need the sugarcane because it gives us quite a bit of sugar. and we need that for our factories and to sell, of course. How are we doing for sugar? Sugar cane. It's about good timing. We're at 43,000. We are going to run out pretty soon. Same with sugar beets. We've got no sugar beets, but we have some cut. We're going to have to start splitting our loads of sugar beets so that some go into the cut, so some go into raw. So yeah, there you go. You are all caught up. I'm going to finish ploughing this field up, and then we're going to set the stone picker going, and I'm going to jump back on the baling and run around and catch up to where the baler is. And we're just going to keep going around and around and around. So I'll bring you guys back periodically, and we will we'll keep the catch-ups flowing for this episode. I'll try not to waffle on too long, because I don't want these episodes going on more than 30-45 minutes, if I can particularly help it. So back on pause. For you guys, instantaneous, so we'll be right back with update number, what, 2, I suppose? 3, whatever. So, yeah, see you in a sec. Ready, next update. We are progressing. Baling has been done on fields 1 and 2. That's all collected. Is that even a word? Collected. We are almost through the fertilization of fields 1 and 2, and the stone picking is about to be complete on field 4. Baling has been done on field 6, but we haven't picked it up. The truck is in position ready to go, and the baler has been moved down to 12. Missing bits, that's not good. I criticised the AI for doing it, and now I'm doing it myself. Once we're done with the fertilization, we'll be swapping the implements over, and we'll be running the plough, and we'll go over fields 1 and 2, get them ploughed, and then the stone picker will be put back into action whilst I focus on the big 2. 5 and 6, a lot of work got to be done on these. Not only do we have to get rid of all the bales, which is the next job after ploughing, we do have to combine the middle section, which I will probably do before I do the bales, simply because it's right in the middle and I want to get the liming done. But as soon as we plough that grass, it's going to want lime, so I'm quite happy to sacrifice a little bit of vehicle stability, I suppose you could call it, in the name of getting it all limed up evenly. So there we go. That is your little catch up. We're going to keep working, keep plugging forward. We have passed, what is it, 11 o'clock in the morning. Money is rising, 14.3, almost 14.4 million. So it's ticking up slowly. I would love to speed it up. I don't know how to speed it up. We're doing everything we possibly can. I suppose the key point is to try and build up an excess of commodity. It's not just about the production chains. It's about the crop as well. If we can get to the point where we're selling crop, then I suspect we'll actually get to a point where we're making quite a bit of money. Question is, can we get that far? Some of these production chains are very, very, very heavy on the crops. I don't think I'm ever going to fill up that the grain silo. I think that one's going to be the grain mill. That one is going to eat most of our crops rather spectacularly. How is that doing? I know we checked, but I can't remember. Yeah, there's no wheat in there. It's chewing its way through the oat, the sorghum and the barley. The seeds are in constant supply. It's a never-ending cycle. It won't go away. But saying that, we do actually make quite a lot of money from selling flour, which is, as far as I'm aware, more profitable than selling the base crop. So, while you're not selling a whole load of commodity, you are still making profit. It just takes longer. At some point, I will, if this little setup continues to work, and it is working so far, I might actually get around to swapping the attacher on this plough and turning it into a front-mounted one, so that we can run the plough ahead of the fertilizer. Again, it will make for a bumpy ride, but it means we'll only have to do one pass. We'd only have to go around these fields once rather than having to go over it once and then unhooking everything and switching it all around and then go over it again. I was doing that as an experiment with the fertilizer unit up front, but as you can see, if I can find it, it's messy, it's hit and miss, it's all spluttery. It doesn't work particularly well. It likes to miss little bits. I don't know why. The fertilizer unit is not happy running in reverse. So, yeah, never mind. So yeah, but I know that this plough can have a front attacher instead of a back one. I like to run the back one because I just find it easier to control, but we could run the front and we could do it that way. 2 jobs, 1 tractor, 1 pass would be quite the time saver. It's a case of me remembering to actually get on and get it altered. And, you know, by the time I get back to the farm, I'm most likely to have forgotten that little idea. We'll see. If I can get that done, it'll be worth an experiment. If not, I'll just buy another bloody tractor. So stone picking should be done. Yep, he is. We are just waiting on the plough work to be completed here. I say waiting on it, I'm actually doing it. We're not letting the AI do the plough, I'm actually working it. So yeah, there we go. That is your catch-up done. I'm going to throw you guys back on pause and get this completed up. I will bring you guys back when we've done our next load, chunk, segment, whatever you want to call it, our next block of work. And we'll see how the farm is progressing. I'm not confident of getting all this done in this episode. It is time consuming, and I'm very much aware that my time is running out. So once again, real life getting in the way of my fun. Yeah, so on to pause you guys go. So blink of an eye, we'll be right back. So yeah, here we go. Back again, right then. We have done a little bit of work, almost in an in-game hour, about to tick into midday. What have we done? We have fertilized 1 and 2, stone picking on 2 is all but completed, and we have created our new big field. 5 and 6 are now what? 5 and 5.5, 6.5, 6 and or whatever. Fields 5 and 6 are now field 56. There we go. We've limed it, and we are in the process of fertilizing it. While the AI does that, should do a fairly decent job. Kind of intrigued to see how he gets around the bit I've already done. But we are baling. We're baling on field number 12. After 12, we will be baling field 18, the last field, and it is going to be huge. We already have 3 massive great big stacks of 88 bales. They're sitting in the farm. I'm kind of running out of space on the farm. I'm getting a little concerned about where I'm going to put all these bales. I really don't know what we're going to do with all this. I don't think we're going to need it all, which is really, really good and really, really bad. Although we do have plenty of bale storage over there, so that's, you know, a one way around it. The AI has done his work, so stone picking needs to move on to field number 1. And now we've got 3 fields ahead, I think we can start thinking about putting the seeder going, and we've got enough time, maybe in this episode, to start. We could probably at least get field 11 done, which would be potatoes again. Might even be able to squeeze in number 4, but I don't know what we're going to put on there. Perhaps some more sorghum might be a good option. Because we don't actually have, and we've got 1 field, which is field 3, which is churning out sorghum, and we have nothing else for that. And it doesn't produce wheat, but it doesn't produce wheat. It doesn't produce straw, but it does feed, and we can utilize it for flour. So perhaps we can commit 2 fields, 3 and 4, to sorghum, and the other ones can be committed to other things. I really don't know why I made field 9 canola. I'm assuming that was just a mistake on my part and I just forgot to change the seed. It is a bit of a pain, but never mind, we'll figure it out. Let's just get the stone picker off and working again. We've already had to unload him once. There he goes. So, no, not that one. Just tucked in there. There we go. Saddle track. Set up for corn, but we're not doing corn. We want potatoes. There we go. If we can get potatoes and sorghum seeded in this episode, then I would call that a pretty effective session. I mean, I wanted all the bales done, but I don't think I'm going to have the time. It is a job and a half to get these bales done. Deceptively large fields. And that's for the ghost baler as well, because obviously it is reaching. I don't remember how far out I set it. I think it's like 10 meters or so out in one direction. I don't know. I actually set it to go 10 meters out in both directions. I don't know why it's not going out on the left. That needs some more work. But, still, it helps. Helps with collection as well, because you get these 2 neat rows of bales and then you get a nice big gap and then another 2 neat rows of bales. Turning options are quite good. So there you go, we're into 12 o'clock, 14.6 million in the bank. We are steadily rising, about 250,000 an hour. It seems that no matter how many, how much generators I place on the map for static income, it's not going up. So I'm assuming there's a cap on it. You can only earn so much per session. You could fill the map with them, and I'm assuming it doesn't work. Either that or there is a glitch, which I'm hoping isn't the case. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm hoping that that is the case, because we would really like to be able to increase our passive income. It is what it is. We will make do. We are doing pretty well commodity-wise anyway, so we'll make our money one way or the other. But it does mean I won't have to waste any more money on placing generators if there is a cap. Because what's the point? You're sinking money into something that just doesn't work. You'll never actually make your money back. So there we go. That is your recap done. I'm going to throw you guys back on pause. I'm going to do some more work. We are going to be finishing the baling on 12. We're going to be moving down to 18. If we can get the bales created, at least, that would be really good. I'm going to keep an eye on the seeder because he's often working. I'm going to keep an eye on both fertilization and stone picker. And I'll bring you guys back to do one final recap, which will be the end of the episode. Well, I'm not certain when. If I can get all the bales done in 18, I'll bring you back then. Other than that, I'll pick a fairly decent time to do the final recap. So, yeah, for you, blink of an eye. For me, a whole lot of work. So, be right back. Well, when I said that Field 18 was a monster of a field, it was deceptively large, I really wasn't kidding. This took a considerable amount of time, and there are so many bales on this field. I'm honestly surprised I haven't had a notification saying that we've reached the capacity of bales. I'm terrified to think just how many there are that need picking up on this field alone. But we are almost out of real time. Real life gets in the way of gaming on a regular basis. I've got just enough time to squeeze in the last of the baling, and hopefully, yeah, the seeding of field 2 will be completed as well. We're putting barley on that. We don't necessarily need the barley, but it's the simplest one to put on. It gives us more straw. I mean, yeah, more barley will be going on field 56. But yeah, it's commodities that we can put to good use, and if we don't need it, we can just sell it. But it gives us more straw. Well, I say we're going to need straw, but that may not be the case by the time we finish dealing with all these bales. This is going to be an interesting end of the day. We are knocking on the door of 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That should put us close to 15 million. I think that would 14.8, 14.9, something like that. So progress, slow and steady progress. This is the last of the baling I'm going to need to do for the day. And then it's just more prep work and prep work for the fields, get them all sorted. And the seeder is slowly catching up to the stone picker, which is both good and bad. Obviously, the seeding of field 56 is going to take quite some time. So is the stone picking. We're probably going to have to employ a couple of pickers for that. It's just huge. The two combined is going to be a massive undertaking. So, yeah. And there we go. That is all the straw on the map picked up. Fire 1. Right in the middle of nowhere, of course. Okay, so we've got the line machine all caught up. He's ready to do field 18 as soon as it's clear. We have the baling truck, which is not doing a good job on that trailer. He's way too light and small. It's getting flipped around on a regular basis, and it is driving me nuts. Definitely won't be using that mod again. We're probably okay with one of the really big long axis Mack trucks that you can get, or the Lizard, the Warrior one. I can't remember what it's actually called. Might actually work really well with that, but the trucks I'm using, not so much. What truck am I thinking of? Not Warrior, is it? Not even in the game. Okay, so yeah, the Mack Superliner 6x4. Maybe even the Pinnacle. Something with a really long tail to it that will hold it stable, I think would probably work a little better. That's just a guess. I don't actually know for certain. Give this guy a wash. He's done his job. Here are the bales. 3 stacks of 88 there. Humongous amount. It's going to take us ages to chop all that down. And there is another stack of 88 up there. We did get rid of the slurry pits. We don't need them. I initially brought them in to deal with the slurry because we were having trouble moving it thanks to the saddle track trailers only having 30,000 limit. But because we've managed to acquire and put in place... Stuck. Come on. No. I'm stuck on the damn shed. Yeah, because we brought in a trailer that's got a massive capacity now, we don't need to store it because we can just pick it up. So the slurry pits, whilst very useful, for the most part, not needed. So they went. So we've got a bit of spare farmyard space. So I figured a good place to drop the bales. We might need to purpose this tractor onto seeding. I'm not 100% certain, but just in case we do, we'll leave them around here. Like so. And there we go. That is part 106 completed. So this is where I'll say thank you all very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the show. We have achieved quite a lot of work, but there is a considerable amount more to do before we're able to skip into the next day. So stay tuned for more episodes and much, much, much more work. If you enjoyed this episode, throw us a comment. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Come check me out on Facebook. Come say hello. That'd be fantastic. Other than that, guys, have yourself a fantastic day. And I will catch you all on the next one. Take care.